Richard Pellock of Cassville, Wisconsin, came here to Findlay Hospital for surgery, and he later died. 2 burned crosses are discovered here near Washington Street, one of Dubuque's most diverse neighborhoods. People here in the tri-state area are ready to put this winter weather behind them, but it just won't leave. For much of the day, we have been dealing with sleet, and at the moment, as you can see, I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. There's a lot going on behind me with some of these city plow trucks that are coming through and just clearing up some of that snow. Now let me step out of the way so I can show you what exactly is going on here. Now water from the river is on Main Street. Some businesses are surrounded by it. Now behind the Burger King, there's this white car back there that's completely submerged. Not just the rainfall contributing to the flooding here. Just take a look at this, huge chunks of ice in the banks here. From above, you can see how the ice jams are completely blocking the flow. New this morning, police in Cleveland are investigating after 5 people were shot in an early morning shootout. And to help collect the oil, they use different types of equipment. One of them is this yellow curtain boom. It floats on top of the water.
And here is Shirley's final report from Africa.
To keep it simple, Iowa can play a key role in Algeria's growing agriculture industry. A rainy morning couldn't dampen the mood. It didn't last long. On the 5-hour drive from the capital city of Algiers to Mascara, we passed mountain after mountain, breathtaking, as high as the clouds. The land so vast, reminiscent of rural Iowa. Different story in Mascara. It's Sunday, the start of the work week here. The streets filled with people and students rushing off somewhere. Here in Al-Qaeda's sister city, you'll find multiple monuments of Emir Abdelkader, the man who led Algeria to rebellion against France. Al-Qaeda Mayor Josh Pope.
Al-Qaeder and Mascara, this is a great connection, not just for Al-Qaeder, but for Iowa, because it makes us a premier resource for Mascara and Algeria in the agricultural business and education.
And for the Iowa farmer, this could soon be a benefit. Algerian ag experts say the country is looking to purchase seed, cattle, and management equipment to expand their industry. So tomorrow is a big celebration. Officials are holding an event to honor Emir Abdelkader, a man standing on the downtown Galena streets preaching on Easter weekend.
We're here to bring you the good news that Jesus said, "I am the way."
But pretty soon, an angry man in a pickup truck drives directly at him as if he wants to run him over.
Why must we do that?
You know you need a permit to do this?
The scene recorded by Tony Miono of Davenport, who calls himself a street evangelist, a member of Grace Fellowship Church. I spoke to him today by phone.
He hit the accelerator and instead of continuing down Main Street, turned directly at me as I was standing on the corner.
The man behind the pickup, 44-year-old Andrew Steele of Scales Mound, Illinois. He gets out the truck and begins to heckle Miono.
Aphrodite is the best. Zeus is my favorite god. I love Zeus.
All of this yelling happening in an area filled with tourists. And numerous business owners tell me they're not bothered by Tony standing out here preaching. The issue to them, just how loud he was.
There is such thing as freedom of speech, but not when it becomes a public nuisance, when it gets too loud.
Someone then calls police, and Steele is taken away.
Come on. You know you need a permit to do this?
No, I don't, sir.
Came here to Findlay Hospital for surgery, and he later died. His wife Joanne Pellock and son Mitchell Pellock tell me they just knew something wasn't right. They had a gut feeling. In January of 2015, Richard had surgery to remove bladder cancer, but soon after, he developed complications, needing more follow-up here at Findlay Hospital. About a week later, he died after another surgery. His wife Joanne says she still can't get over it.
Dr. Wagner came in, and he said, "I have some bad news." He said, "You have a very, very sick husband." And then he said, "But you're not going to be taking him home." And it was hard.
The attorneys representing the family say the anesthetist was negligent. There were multiple errors, including not emptying his stomach before the surgery, which caused him to drown on his vomit. Another issue was taking too long to seal his airway after inserting the breathing tube. The family finding out all of this during the trial. All along, they were following their gut instinct. And the anesthetist has since retired. The Pellock family tells me they're just glad this is over, and now they can move forward. In Dubuque, Shirley Descorbeth. New this morning, police in Cleveland are investigating after 5 people were shot in an early morning shootout. Authorities say the victims were taken to the hospital and 3 are in serious condition this morning, while 2 are in critical. It's not clear what started the shooting or how many people are involved. No word on whether or not anyone has been arrested. Also new this morning, a former professor and university employee are now back in Chicago to face murder charges. The 2 face first-degree murder charges in the death of a 26-year-old who was living in the professor's apartment. He suffered more than 40 stab wounds, and police say the attack was extremely violent. The men surrendered to police in California after an 8-day manhunt.